Hello and welcome to another episode of Farming Simulator 22 over on Attingham Park. Right guys, we will be returning to a bit of a normal schedule towards the back end of this week. I've just had so much fun getting this this up and running. Also, it's nice to know that Court Farms is in private testing as well. So that means Old Stream will most likely come to an end soon. Because we... well... I'm not really sure which one to take over to Court Farms actually. I really fancy taking the old school series over, to be honest, just because I think it'll be something a bit different than, well, everybody else. But yeah, everyone's going to be jumping on that map. Right, I've just cleaned that tractor because I wanted to get it up and running. I've already put that worker set going, and first job then we need to really get done today is we need to just get this limed. Nothing other than we need to just get this one limed. It won't take us long. Wow, I'm just... my steering wheel is so stiff to turn today. I think it's there we go. It was still registering me as playing trucking. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna get this out of the way nice and early so I don't really have to mention it. If you look on the channel at the bottom of our page now, you will see we have another new channel. We have created a new channel. Me and the wife really like to play Euro Truck Simulator. Now, I know, well, and American Truck Simulator, and the wife is called the Dragon Lady. You can probably guess why she's called the Dragon Lady. She's a woman, she's angry, she's the Dragon Lady. Now, to be fair, my community nicknamed her because she was always so mean to trolls when we were doing live streams back on Facebook. And basically, cut a long story short, we've got a new channel just for doing some trucking. Me and the wife, it's probably only going to be a couple of videos a week, but I'm going to put some solo videos out to begin with because I'm starting a profile from zero. I think the wife's just going to truck with her profile, to be honest, that she's had for like 3 or 4 years. But I'm going to create mine from zero. I'm going to buy the cheapest truck. We're going to work our way up and... yeah, probably do stuff like that. Now, I'm not expecting everybody who likes farming to watch those videos. I understand that. But like I say, if you can, guys, go down below, hit the like button. There's no icons or anything yet. The channel was literally created yesterday, just ready, basically. Just ready in advance. Right, we do have another field we need to fertilise today as well. I'm just wondering if we're gonna have enough fertilizer. This is the only reason I don't like this fertilizer spreader, is it never carries a lot of fertilizer, and it can kind of, I don't want to say screw you over, but if you're in the middle of doing something, the last thing you want to do is have to go back and get more. Just a personal, you know, a personal opinion there. But yeah, personally, I do prefer bigger fertilizer spreaders. Now, I am actually thinking, you know that one we've got already for the lime? I'm thinking of buying a second one of them, to be honest. Because it can hold a lot of fertilizer. When fertilizing season comes, we can go and do more contracts in one go. We can get them time-lapsed and stuff. And, yeah, kind of just... yeah. I'll have enough fertilizer then to go and do those contracts. That's how I'm going to see that. But yeah, guys, I'm glad everyone is liking this series. Like I say, we've done a lot of Attingham Park this week. I'm basically just playing it, making sure I've got all the little auto drives and things working and that. Because when Court Farm comes, I do want to use some. Like, to be honest, when we do Court Farm, I wouldn't mind sending the loads off to sell with auto drive. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to skip loads because it's going to be a brand new map we've never played. Like, I played this map on Farm Sim 19, so we're not overly fussed about that. You know, we can skip bits like driving to the sell point and stuff. Yeah, I want to get I don't know what to do actually. Like, I've got the grass in the cow pen I could cut. I could put it in the silo and blah blah blah. I've just realised there were some new mods come out yesterday and I really wanted to download them and I've completely forgotten. Bugger. Yeah, Mark Thor, I think it was called, has released a baler, a bigger, faster, all-in-one wrap baler. Yeah, really looking forward to trying that. And there was also a smaller bunker as well. Like, we've got a bunker now, holds like... well, we've put 1.1 million litres in that bunker in the past. So we know we can get 1 million litres in that bunker. But what I'd like to do is, I'd like to maybe bring in a couple of smaller bunkers in its place. So we'll sell that bunker and we'll get some slightly smaller ones. Because I want to do different... I want to do silage, but I want to have like a... This is the silage we're going to sell bunker, and this is the silage we're going to keep bunker. And I don't know why, but I'm doing hand gestures like you can all see me on camera. Yeah, something else I've also realised as well over the last couple of... Well, yesterday, I'm just going to say a couple of days, and over the last couple of days, my internet's been getting worse on the computer. But I have kind of noticed something, that my computer was the only one being affected. Anyway, it turns out that it was... I believe it was the splitter that we used. I have to use a splitter in my house because I've got about 12 devices that connect wired, and yeah. I can't wait to buy a new house. We're in the process of getting the huge deposit together to buy a new bigger house, and I'm hoping that, well, we're gonna buy one that's gonna give my kids all their own room, because at the moment we've only got a 3-bed. It's what we could afford at the time, and yeah, we're gonna look at getting a big one. Even though my kids are growing up, once like they move out, it's gonna give me basically a game room. You know, a game room, a stream room, whatever you want to call it, you know. But I'm looking forward to getting my own personal space, because as it stands at the moment, I literally stream, record from the living room. That's why if someone knocks on my door, you know, if I'm recording, you might hear the dog for a second. Like, I've got builders due today, do you know what I mean? Got to get this house all tested and stuff, and yeah, long story short, there will be a stage at some point in this year where I don't record, because I'm going to be too busy moving, decorating, you know. But you never know. I might end up actually recording what I do in the house. Just, I know it won't be like a moving channel or something, but it just gives me something I could quickly, you know, push out, because I'm not going to have time to set the computer up and then decorate and everything else. So just to let you know, at some point this year, you know, we're going to be buying a house. It's probably going to be more towards the back end of the year. I do have quite a big deposit to save. We're nearly there, to be honest. It's quite a big deposit. We're nearly there, to be honest. I'm blessed enough to be able to save quite a lot every month, so yeah, just to let everyone know, at some point we are going to be moving. That's why I think trucking is also a good reason, because if I do manage to get the computer like all set up, trucking's going to be quite an easy one to do, because I'm not going to be having any time lapses. It's just going to be me and you trucking to a semi-local, you know, place. We're not going to be like traveling thousands of miles in one video. Videos would be like 1 to 2 jobs each. It depends how far you have to go. If you only have to travel like 40 miles to a job, we'd probably do 2 in a video. If you have to travel like 500 miles, it'd probably be only 1 job in a video. Are you with me? Just something that's just a little bit just for me and the wife, to be honest. She likes to truck. She really likes to truck. She likes to farm, or she used to, but she's always had a love for trucking. And obviously now we can convoy in like what I call single player mode. You don't have to use truck as MP, because that was one of the reasons why my wife kind of stopped playing trucking, because she had like a girly name on trucking. She literally used to get driven into, I ain't even joking, they used to drive into it on purpose because she was a girl, and it was like, wow. You know, little boys and the little wieners. Right, that is both of those done. We will fill this full of fertilizer ready. I'm more thinking in case, 1, we get any fertilizing contracts come up, and 2, if we don't get any fertilizing contracts come up, at least if we were to have financial problems, where we could be like, well, we've got our land, we've got our fertilizer, you know what I mean? We can go and do like a contract and earn a bit of money. Just going to take a look at contracts at the moment. I do believe I need to get some manure. Yeah, that. Is there any in particular reason, my useless friend, you are just driving round in circles for like 10 minutes. You have been paid... Go away. Go away. I can't believe you've literally just been driving round in circles. Yeah, that's it. Get to work. Yeah, laying down the law there, guys. I'm going to have to lay the law down at some point with these workers. Because that guy was just an idiot. Absolute buffoon. Right, but yeah, that is a little bit done there. Yeah, like I said, I don't want to keep doing silage over and over and over and over again. It's just at the moment, well, we've got two choices. We can either do the lime right now and do some grass cutting, get it in the bunker just for some extra feed silage. There won't be loads of silage this time because that grass isn't fully grown. It's just extra feed basically. Yeah, we'll do a little bit. We'll do a little bit. Yeah, don't be hiring that Franz. That Franz is absolutely useless. Oh, that was quite loud in my ear. But yeah, as I said, hopefully I see some of you guys over on the trucking channel. First video might even come in the next couple of days. You know, I do have quite a bit of spare time just sat around during the day. Once my farming video is edited, I end up usually just watching YouTube, or I can't go out with the dog at the moment. The dog is in season again. Second season of the year, and we're only in April. I swear, seasons should be like every 6-ish months. My dog comes into season like every 3 months. And the problem is, after a season, you've got to wait like 3 months before I can have a spade. Because we're not planning on having... I'm not going to ruin her by letting her have pups. But, yeah, it would just be so nice if I could get her done. But nope, she likes to be in season every 3 months like clockwork. And the vet's like, yeah, I won't do it. She needs to be 3 months clear. And I'm like, well, what am I supposed to do? And he's like, leave her. But yeah, she's so needy. I've got a Labrador, and as you can imagine, Labradors are very needy dogs to begin with. But this one is extra needy. Now, I would talk about farming, guys, but I don't really know what you want me to discuss with. Any in particular reason why we're not kicking... Oh, we're not giving me grass. You gave me 10,000 litres of grass and now you're giving me nothing. Why? Oh, look, the dragon lady. There. Oh, yeah, that sounds about right. Dragon lady finding a way to screw me. Sounds about right. There we go. That was weird, that. I had to turn it off and back on to get it to put grass. I tell you what, actually, I could actually put the radio on for a little bit. We're waiting for that lime job so we can change months. So, yeah, I'm gonna put the radio on, guys, and we'll listen to some tunes while we cut a little bit of grass. So I'll see you in a couple of minutes. Right guys, I'm gonna have to come out of the time lapse because for some reason this just does not want to work. I can't believe he's driven all the way around the edge of this field and not done a bloody thing. He just seems to get to that one area and then just sits and does nothing. So I think the best thing we can do right now is if I just quickly get the headland done on this field. I know it's been done at the bottom. I know it's been done here. That will give it some turning room. I'm hoping maybe in a minute we can just set a worker going and... yeah, because all he's doing at the moment is wasting money. I wouldn't mind, but this is cosplay and it still doesn't want to work. And I don't remotely understand why. Driven all the way around the edge of this field for no reason. Without it turned on. Frustrating. These are the little issues I keep going on about that we just kind of trying to work out. Right, you go down that way. This is just a normal worker now, by the way, guys. It's nothing special. The only downside is I've had to come out my time lapse for cutting the grass, and I don't think we're doing too bad, to be honest. 87,000 litres of grass, and this isn't even good quality grass. This is what I would call crappy grass. Literally crappy grass. Yeah, I'm sick of this point here, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go up there like that, and I'm going to just miss a little bit, and then I'll bring that around there like that. Try and curve that off at some point. But yeah, I don't know if I can get a worker on this, guys, because I don't think this is an actual field. I genuinely don't think this is an actual field, so I don't think a worker will be very good over here. Now, we could plough it out and we could put some really good quality grass in here. The problem is, I don't know actually, does it? It kind of looks like a field. It's giving me a yield reading. I don't know, it would just be nice if it would have been guaranteed, you know what I mean? But yeah, if I can do a slightly longer episode and I can still get some time lapses in, it just means we can get even more done in an episode. Now, this series is only going to come 2 days a week at the end of this week. So when you think about it, we want to get as much done as we can in those 2 episodes. Valley Springs, Court Farms, things like that, they'll probably just stay around about 30 minutes mark. But yeah, I just find with this having bigger fields, we need to get more done in an episode. And without including loads of time lapses and jump cuts, you know, that's why I thought, well, an extra 10 minutes on the videos. Get the odd time lapse in there as well. You know, it's amazing what you can get done in that time. You think for me to do a time lapse is 15 minutes. You guys get it narrowed down to about 3. These are just rough figures, you know. If a job takes a little bit less, obviously it'll be a little bit less overall time, but gives you an idea of how it works. I always do the speed boost to ×5 for the time lapses, and so you know, for every 3 minutes on a time lapse I've spent 15. Now I'm trying to get as much done as possible without wasting time, which is why I do like having a time lapse. But then obviously on this series we've done a lot of episodes without a time lapse, and we've just kind of just been chatting along. And but I don't know if anyone, you know, if people actually like me just chatting along, you know. Do you want me, you know, I could talk farming related stuff, but the problem is right now we're cutting grass. I don't really know what else you want me to say. We're cutting grass. We've got a terrible bunch of workers. I don't really know what else I could really talk about when it comes to grass work. Yeah, I wonder if this can have a worker on. The thing is, I haven't got much left. It does definitely look like it's more of a field than out else. Hang on. Nope, it's not a field. There you go. Well, that puts answers to that then, guys. This is not a field, so we can't get a work, which means cosplay most likely won't work either. I don't really want to plough it out, guys, because if we plough it out, we'd have to lime it, we'd have to fertilise it to get good. This is just what I call default grass. No, it's not. Do you know something? I genuinely don't know. I don't know anymore. Is this good quality grass? Is it not? It's yielding around the 100% mark. So I'm going to presume, I haven't fertilised it, I haven't limed it, it has already been cut with the grazing mod. So who knows. We've got 109,000 litres in the trailer. Like I say, this trailer will come in handy for this forage work, because the idea is I can put a worker on and just leave him to it. Now I am going to be bringing the Matt's Farming mod in. Now I know it's not known as the Matt's Farming mod on Mod Hub, it's known as the Raging Reaver, but obviously that's our old name. But I am going to bring in the grass drying mod that I created at some point. And when we do contracts, you know, when we do hay contracts, you don't necessarily have to do baling. If it wants hay or it wants silage, for example, you can just give them loose stuff. Now I'm thinking for hay, if we bring the grass drying production in, we can send this worker going with a 200,000 litre. Then again, baling's technically better. That's the problem. Baling is technically better, because when you bale, you can usually get more than 200,000 litres on a trailer. If a bale's 10,000 litres and you can put 30 bales on a trailer, you've just moved 300,000. Well, that's more than this trailer. But it means we can't just set it going and leave it to it. You know what I mean? If we use this cutter we're using now, we use this forage and we use this trailer, we could do we could go and do a contract like a hay one, and we can dump it in the dryer. The dryer can be drying the grass as the contract is still going, and then we can just kind of make it a little bit more automated. Because like I said, we are going to have to do some contracts. We have to tide ourselves over a little bit. I do need to put some manure in the flowers though, guys. So remind me for that, because we are slowly running out of time in this episode. This has taken a lot longer than I originally thought it would. I did think we'd get this grass cut a lot quicker. Now, like I say, I have had to come out of the time lapse. That's part of the problem for that. I didn't want to come out of that time lapse. I didn't cut that bit of grass there, so I'm going to go back and just cut that grass in a second. I've got to come back for all that. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to do that. I'm just going to quickly do this little bit of loose grass here and that bit there. Yeah, I don't want to just be like, oh look, we've got enough grass here, we'll leave that bit there. You know what I mean? That's just maybe 2 more rows. Plus, like I say, we can't really go into November until the until that liming contract has finished. Plus, while we're doing this, we're getting a little bit extra manure. Now, all of the manure is going to have to go in the flower bin. I do apologise for my steering wheel banging. You should know by now my steering wheel just makes that noise, because I never realised I'm at full lock, to be honest. That's part of the problem. I'm like, oh, I've got a bit more on my wheel to turn, and then bang, it just hits it, and I'm like, oh, bugger. Yeah, my steering wheel's getting worn. I use it every day. We've used it a lot every day. The wife's steering wheel's a lot smoother than mine. But like I say, hers is a lot newer than mine. We've got the same wheel, and it's like I could turn. If my wheel was to like actually break, then the wife would be like, we'll just use mine, you know, we'll get you another one. But I'll use hers until, say, the new one comes. Now, I have tried different wheels, and I've just not liked any of them. That's why I still use the Logitech. I'm not the biggest fan of Logitech wheels. If you go back to my Maypole live stream series over on Twitch and stuff from last year, like last January 2022, you will know that I'm not the biggest fan of Logitech steering wheels. I've had so many issues with this wheel in the past. Yeah, but I tried the new Thrustmaster wheel. Now, to be honest with you, the new Thrustmaster wheel was really nice. One of the biggest problems I had with it was the flappy paddles that I use for indicators. They were so loud and clunky that no. That was literally the reason I didn't keep it, and I sent it back to Amazon. I buy a lot of stuff on Amazon. Amazon has the best customer service ever, in my eyes anyway. I just rang them up. I says, no, this steering wheel is, you know, crap. It's so clunky and loud, you know, and I make video content, and I don't want to be hearing. Now, I'm not saying that you won't hear the odd click from this steering wheel, but it's a little click. You know, the new Thrustmaster wheel that I tried last year was a big clunk, you know, big clunky click. But it was like electromagnets or something. It was magnets or something, and it was like you couldn't control it. Yeah, it was a nice wheel to use, just not when you're making video content like that. That was just my personal opinion anyway. I don't know if anyone who watches the series has that Thrustmaster. If you do, then you'll know exactly what I mean. Right, that liming is 70% done. I am thinking of maybe moving into November once I've done this. He can finish that contract in November. But I do want to move the manure over first, because if I'm going to sleep and waste a lot of time, like sleeping, you know, in-game time because of the sleep, I want to get that, I want to get it filled, so at least we can earn a little bit of side hustle money, because while that's got no manure, we are earning nothing from that flowers. Like I said, I really like the flowers. I just can't keep up with the manure and fertilizer demand. But that's not that's fault. That's just I can't keep up with it because I don't have the financial resources to just fill it. You know, well, we do at the moment, but if we do that, then it's not going to leave. You know what I mean? It's 20 grand to fill our trailer just with fertilizer. We don't have enough manure to fill it at the moment. Like I said, this won't be loads of loads going in here, just 130,000. But it'll. This is just for feed, by the way, guys. We're not selling this. This is just going to be for top up of feed. I'm just trying to level it out as evenly as possible. There we go. That will do me absolutely perfectly fine. That is fantastic. Right, everything's going to be in my way here, innit? And I need to get... Yep, everything's going to be in the way, and I need to clean this equipment. I need the JCB to fill the manure up. So we'll use this. I'll just get that out of the way. I'm trying to keep equipment clean after jobs, just because at the end of the day, it does help maintenance. It really does. So I'll leave that engine running for now. We shouldn't leave it running really, but we will just while we're doing this. Right, that is clean. Look at that. Paint's coming off this, but we have used this quite a bit actually. Really impressed with this. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get over much more done. And we might just stay in October actually for now. Like I said, I need to get the flowers topped up. Still see it's a bit dirty there. The thing is, that might be paint coming off. Who knows? That's good enough. Good enough. Ah, my reversing is terrible. Still got plenty of fluid in this tool as well. I'm really impressed with that. Really, really impressed. Now I am just going to dump this in the middle of the yard because, like I say, I've got a couple of bits I'd like to get done for the end of this episode. You're doing a fantastic job now. I can't believe a default work is actually working. Yeah, the cosplay just wouldn't work. It was weird. Yeah, we need to go and get the manure. Come on. There we go. Beautiful. And then I'll probably get that clamped down off recording just because at the end of the day. That's why I was thinking of staying in October. I can leave the time on 3. I can get that compressed down or compacted down. And what I'll do is then in the next episode it'll just, you know, be on its way to fermenting. Now we are going to empty this There we go, 5,000 litres. That's not too bad. 5,000 litres from maybe 1.5 months of... not too bad. We've only got 20 cows, don't forget. 10 adult. Or is it 40 cows? Whatever cows we've got. We haven't got many. That much I do know. So what we'll do, we'll just tie that in there. And we'll get that in there. I think when I do come to sleep, I think it's going to run out of solid fertilizer. So let me have a look. Solid fertilizer, 3,000 litres left. So yeah, there's not much. Could maybe do with a little bit more fertilizer in there just to try and see out another month. Like I say, fertilizer is expensive. I'm actually better off going to the shop and buying fertilizer, because in the shop I can buy fertilizer that's a little bit cheaper. It's not a lot cheaper. I think it's £1,200 a bag, so it's 600. I suppose it's 33% cheaper actually, rather than me filling up. But the problem is, to do that I have to drive to the shop and I have to go and fill it up. Now, in theory, it would be better if we did that. It would be better. So yeah, maybe that's what we'll do in future. We'll maybe send the worker off to the shop. I reckon we'll put we'll take this down to about 110-ish grand. There we go, that'll do. It's not a lot, it's just a little top up. It's just a little top up for now. I'm hoping we'll get some milk sales over the next month, so that should make a huge difference. And I believe my work is just about finished over on that contract. Yeah, I could do with... oh, here's a question. Can I put large tyres on this JCB? Maybe we buy some large tyres. That'll help with compacting. I can maybe use this instead of the Valtra. The thing is, I like to use the Valtra for it because the Valtra is a bigger, heavier tractor. Alright, so that's going to take the... yeah, we should have about 5,500 litres of fertiliser, 5-ish thousand litres of manure. Seed's not that quick, water's not that quick, but we can kind of get free water, so, you know, water doesn't cost us anything. But as we produce more manure, you know, if the only thing we have to pay for then is seed and fertiliser, it's not the end of the world. It's just, at the moment, it's just struggling to keep it afloat. But we're going to be a little bit quiet over winter. We know we're going to be quiet over winter. That's why we're going to be looking for some contracts over the winter months. You know, I did ask in the last episode if anyone was like, oh, you know, what field do you want me to buy? Yeah, you're right. I haven't bought one, guys. I'm trying to, you know... That video went live at 8 o'clock today when I'm recording this, and I started recording at like 8:30, so you didn't exactly have much time to, you know, anyone to actually put with, you know, a response. So yeah, that's why I haven't bought a new field yet. Narrows, twins, yeah, wide tyres, that's worth £2,000. Wide tyres might just help this compact this down a little bit, but I am going to pretty much leave this episode here, guys. Just want to check on that worker. That worker's finished, and I didn't know that worker hasn't finished. This is a weird one, guys. I've got 5% left, but this field is done. What is going on with this field? I was going to leave this episode here, but what is going on with this field here, guys? I've got I'm just looking here at what's... Ah, there we go. Is that a lit? There we go. That's it on the far end. Look at that. Little odd job. But yeah, right. I will leave it here now I know what's going on. I'll just send a worker going on that last little bit there. But no, I'll do it manually actually, but I'll send the worker to drive it back. But yeah, I'm going to compact the silo off recording just because it takes a long time to do and it would just be a waste of a whole episode. So I'll get that camped down. I'll leave it on 3 times while I do it, because in the next month we're going to be in November anyway. I don't see the point in being in November then clamping it down. It's just wasting time, to be honest. And then once it's clamped down, we can sleep into November. That'll help some of the fermenting percentage go down and whatnot. So yeah, I mean, I'm going to leave this episode here, guys. I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope I see a lot of you guys go and drop me a follow over on the trucking channel. It'll be at the bottom of the channel page under other channels that we have. And for now, guys, thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed it, please hit that like button, guys. It is really, really important that you guys hit the like button. Like, super important that you guys hit the like button, because without it, it doesn't help push the video to a wider audience. But as I say, for now, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.